Big surprise. Very big surprise. Whole new world for me. People who watch this video may be surprised to know that up to a few weeks ago, I'd never heard an audiobook. I'd heard people talk about them, but I hadn't actually had experience of it. I hardly really knew what it was. And being the sort of man I am, I'm just naturally suspicious of all these technical things and turned away from it. But anyway, I've been persuaded, and quite miraculously, in a nearby village, just a 10 minutes bus ride away, there's a super new recording studio opened up, doing a lot of pop music and that, and one or two audiobooks. Anyway, there's a very nice technician there. And yes, I've actually recorded an audiobook, my very first. And I'm really chuffed about it, thrilled really, because I'd no idea what a difference it makes, how it brings the book alive. It's Mystic Approaches, which is one of my first books. And I write on the back cover, how can I best serve the world I love? I was a young farmer then, and it shows me, there's a photograph of me as a young man with my sheep. And this question really gave me a huge impulse along what one might call the mystic way. How can I best serve the world I love? And really the question still applies to me today. It's all about service, really. Service to what we love. Although in those days I thought mostly of animals and my farm and the land. Listening to this recording, not only alive, but I really loved my farm. I loved farming, I loved my animals, I loved nature. I was in love with all of it. And this pours out in my writing. I write with love. And I was so pleased, I couldn't have been more pleased when, after we'd been recording a while, the technician said, it pours out love or something like that. It pours out with love. By recording, it's conveyed in my voice. So what could please me more that anyone listening will receive this love in an even more living way than just reading the words, and will get it all the enthusiasm that I feel for this wonderful, what I could begin to call mystic opening up, mystic approaches that was beginning to happen to me in those days. This great discovery of a mystic world beyond the restrictions of this mortal life. So all that excitement and love that I felt is conveyed, and so I couldn't be more pleased. And I do hope that quite a lot of you will buy the book and will receive this same outpouring of good things that I felt at that time, and will be blessed in as blessed in your own lives as I have been in mine. It is already available. It's on Audible. It was posted just before Christmas. And you can imagine, we're anxiously watching the number of sales to see how it goes. And I'm well on with my second book now. I'm 3/4 of the way through my second book. And I couldn't be more enthusiastic about doing. You may be surprised to know I've done 10 books. I've written 10 books, and they're all up for grabs, as it were, all waiting to be recorded. There's nothing an author and recorder wants more than a bit of encouragement from either readers or, in this case, the listeners. Comments and feedback you send will be very gratefully received. And I think there's a system on Audible itself for making comments, so the more the merrier. So, as my usual, God bless you all.